Right now, one person has died after 3 people were shot inside the Chicago fashion outlets in Rosemont. Now, that's a live picture of the scene where shoppers have been streaming out and there's been a heavy police presence. The 2 injured victims have been taken to a hospital. Police are telling drivers to avoid the area.
Authorities are working to clear the mall as we speak.
WGN's Brona Tumulty is there with the latest. Brona?
Good evening, guys. Yeah, we got here a little after 8 o'clock this evening. It's been a bit of a wild night for folks here in Rosemont. What we are being told at the moment, this was an isolated incident inside of the mall this evening. As you mentioned, there are 3 people shot. We can confirm one of those people did pass away at the hospital. It is unknown what the condition of the other 2 is at this time. As we're being told by police, there is a search underway of the mall at this time. A lot of people outside of the mall entrance there, as you can see right behind me. We have spoken to multiple people tonight about what happened inside. It seems at this point a lot of people have been escorted out and allowed to leave. Others have been here for quite some time, over an hour in some cases, waiting to get to their vehicles. Among those who chatted with, a mother and her 12-year-old son who were in the mall buying shoes when shots rang out. I'm told the woman's husband had gone to the bathroom. He came flying back to his family saying, "Run, there's a shooter." The mother, Shaheen Ali, says she saw dozens of people racing for the exits. Thankfully, her family got out as well before the mall went into lockdown. Here's what she and her son had to say.
All I could think of was like, that's it. You don't know. Are we making it out? Is he making it out? There's just no knowing.
I was thinking like somebody was holding somebody hostage, and they were gonna hold other people hostage, and somebody was gonna shoot somebody.
That little boy telling us he was quite scared when he saw all of the people running this evening, as you would be. Police saying tonight, again, this wasn't an active shooter situation. It was more of an isolated incident. Again, 3 people shot. One of those people has been confirmed dead. The other 2, condition unknown at this point. Those we chatted with says it seems to have happened on the lower level of the mall near the food court. It doesn't appear to have happened inside any particular store. We did talk with another gentleman, a community activist who was inside at the time. He says he saw people crying, people running, people crouched down, hiding, but there was one image in particular that stuck with him inside of the mall. We'll tell you more about that on WGN News at 10. We're live in Rosemont. Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
Thank you, Brona. The other big story we're following tonight, the weather.